Are your levels of confidence and self-esteem basically non-existent? If so, pay close attention and watch this video till the very end, because today I'm going to show you the secret to believing in yourself. Now, the reason you don't believe in yourself is because of your thoughts. We humans average around 50,000 thoughts every single day, and of these 50,000 thoughts, 95% are repeats, meaning that they are the same thoughts that you had the day before and the day before that, and so on. These same thoughts go back months, years, and sometimes even decades, and ultimately stem from certain experiences that you had in the past. Maybe you got rejected hard after confessing to someone that you really liked, and this caused you to believe something along the lines of, "I'm not attractive," or "I'm not desirable." Maybe your parents were hard on you when you were young, often criticizing you and comparing you to other people, and this caused you to believe something like, "I'm not good enough." Maybe you tried to break a bad habit and failed multiple times, causing you to believe something like, "I'm not strong enough," or "I don't have enough willpower." These experiences happened in the past, but the thoughts that came with those events still haunt you. They're still there, playing on repeat, in your head, months and maybe even years after the experience actually happened. And unless you replace those negative thoughts with positive ones, they will continue to drag you down for the rest of your life. See, the thing is, your thoughts ultimately determine your actions. If you're someone who thinks, "I'm not strong enough," all day, every day, you will find yourself doing things that reinforce this idea. Maybe you'll stay in bed all day surfing social media instead of working or studying because, "I'm not strong enough, right? There's no way I'll be able to work or focus for long periods of time because I'm mentally weak. Why even try when I'm only going to fail? Might as well just stay in bed all day." Right? And because you stayed in bed all day and got nothing done, this just becomes more evidence to back up your negative thought. "Oh my God, I did nothing all day again. It must be because I'm mentally weak. It must be because I'm not strong enough." And just like that, you just strengthen this belief even more. And this cycle repeats itself over and over again every single day, bringing you further and further down. Now, I got good news and bad news for you. Good news is you can change your thoughts. It's entirely possible to replace "I'm not strong enough" with something like "I am mentally strong" or "I get things done." The bad news is that it's gonna take a while. I mean, you've been saying "I'm not strong enough" for years, so you shouldn't be too surprised to hear that it'll take at least a couple of months for you to start believing "I am mentally strong," right? But if you're willing to put in the time to make this change, here's what you gotta do. Step number 1, figure out what you currently say to yourself. You need to pay attention to what goes on in your head throughout the day and look for the most common negative thoughts that you say to yourself. You probably have a couple. Write the top 3 down in the comments down below. Step number 2, figure out what new thoughts you want to adopt. Look at your list of negative thoughts and figure out the opposite of those statements. For example, "I am weak" becomes "I am strong." "I am not good enough" becomes "I am good enough." "I am undesirable" becomes "I am desirable." Write those down also in the comments down below. Step number 3, find proof for your new thoughts. You need evidence to back up these new thoughts. You need proof that you are in fact mentally strong in order for you to actually believe it. And the great thing is, you don't need to do something extraordinary in order to prove this to yourself. Let's say, for example, you've never worked out before. In this case, simply doing a 30-minute workout routine is proof that you are stronger, at least for today, right? Because people who work out are strong. They literally get stronger with every single workout. Step number 4, repeat your new thoughts every time you find proof. So using the example from before, after doing your workout routine, you got to manually think to yourself, "I am mentally strong." And here you might bump into some resistance because of something called cognitive dissonance. Basically, it's uncomfortable to have 2 conflicting beliefs. So of course, it's going to feel weird to say "I am mentally strong" when you've been saying "I am weak" for like the past 5 years, but you got to do it anyways. You got to think this new thought so that it can eventually replace the old one. Which brings us to the last and final step. Step number 5, repeat steps 3 and 4 until your new thoughts become your normal thoughts. This is by far the hardest step of them all because, again, this will probably take months. You basically just keep gathering proof and keep repeating your new thoughts to yourself. Nothing fancy, just rinse and repeat. What I'm telling you to do here is to basically build a habit.